of a final conflict.
Are we under martial law? Now look, you just can't push us around this way.
We've got to get a nuclear weapon in the air above that town.
Paper 1 to Vandal Decker. Are you reading? Over.
They started something they can't stop.
The kind of thing we're trying to prevent.
It's madness unleashed.
Well, what the hell's going on, Sheriff? You know what I do, boy.
I mean, it's quiet here. It's the damnedest thing. There's no sign of life. The signals from the satellite are getting very strong. Sir! You see that, Lieutenant? See what, Crane? Over there by the fence. It looks like a body.
I apologize for the short notice, but we've had something come up.
Everybody, listen.
I discovered there is life after death.
Aber hat der Noisemaker for the party?
Investigate the source of the transmission.
This was the only response.
There's a certain mental transference, telepathy that occurs. I seem to sense it. Don't you know? I have to go with them. Here I go.
Should warn you that some of the photos you're about to see are graphic.
Okay, smile. Say cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
Scientists have only recently discovered a remarkable similarity between the chromosomes of cattle and of people, the possibility of some genetic experiment associated with this strange harvest.
Right there in the middle of a mouth-watering blend.
Think how much dust and dirt settle on your skin.
No bone chips, nothing that you would get from a meat saw where you're leaving pieces of bone parts or anything like that. It was cut, I don't know how.
Just sharp enough to let you know it's there.
No one heard or saw anything, and as is normal, there were no tracks found.
Think. Your skin.
Okay, I give up. Where's the meat?
Your skin has nowhere to hide.
Now serving family communities from coast to coast.
Researchers insist there just aren't enough devil worshippers out there, especially in rural areas, to commit such widespread mayhem.
There's just something about Sunday dinner that makes it the best meal of the week.
Whoever forged it, if it's a forgery, may have included enough real information to confuse things.
Think how much dust and dirt settle on your skin. This same kind of dirt was made just radioactive enough.
What do you say to that, America?
Is this the end of technological man? yesterdays, the boasts of our fabled science, the superhuman conquests of space and time, the age of the wheel. We were warned of judgment. Well, here it is. Here. Now.
Conrad Channel. This is a Class 1 emergency. All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways. Stay in your homes. Stay in your homes. Those found without specific military orders are subject to summary execution. Stay in your homes. Repeat, Conrad Channel. This is a Class 1 emergency. All civilian traffic is barred from streets and highways.
Our fellow countrymen are dying. The very foundations of civilization are beginning to crumble under the dread assault of that horror, long feared germ warfare. Martial law is now nationwide.
What I need to do is make a telephone call. I can straighten this all out if I make a telephone call. What I need to do is make a telephone call. I can straighten this all out if I make a telephone call. They'll want to know that they sent me at the wrong time. The wrong time.
Your supplier, will they take his identity?
His memory will be dispersed tomorrow. He can still perform his duties.
When there is no right or wrong, it's time to beat the drums and attack, right?
I'll have your memory pull so fast you'll never forget it.
But he's without a past, without hope. The dream gone.
Almost like being a robot, isn't it?
No offense.
You still want to keep going? Don't you want to verify which is actually real?
First, there were the plants. They developed into animals which ate the plants. The animals were small, but they grew. And the larger animals ate the smaller animals.
What does that mean?
So far, according to history, each dynasty devises its own end. The animal develops a brain, and the brain destroys the animal.
The fish, on the other hand, dive deep into the sea.
What do you do, change brains?
In effect. We perform a thalamic transplant, but that's a misnomer. We draw off everything that makes a man peculiar to himself. Makes a man peculiar to himself.
Are the memories real, or have they been put there?
I was a child. I grew up. I remember it all. I had little hands. They grew larger.
Who was better off? The king who dreams each night that he's a beggar, or the beggar who dreams each night that he's a king?
Area 31, do you wish to file a report of any kind, over?
I wouldn't know what kind of report to file, sir.
Area 31, me neither. I'll try to track traffic to destination, over.
His brain has not only been washed, as they say, it has been dry cleaned.
Now I'll patch this up here to one of my output modules and try and show you how with these primitive sounds we start to get some very musical sounding things. Let's show you how one of these sounds might be laid into a piece.
Hold it.
That's not crazy, is it?
In his psychic driving, so-called type
brainwashing,
electric treatment.
What did you expect to find?
And then he would attempt to implant new ideas.
In other words, brainwashing.
Exactly, that's a very good comparison.
Brainwashing.
Yes.
Il faudrait peut-être vérifier sa crédibilité. Non, j'ai confiance en mon intuition. Ces gens-là ont été choisis au hasard. C'était eux, ça aurait pu être d'autres. Ils n'ont rien de spécial. Ils sont simplement tombés au bon endroit, au bon moment.
It's just a matter of behaving as though the world were a little bit more as you wish it were in some way. Living, the people who are surviving with any decency at all are living in walled communities and risking their lives whenever they go out. I was really interested in reaching these people. I didn't feel that I was reaching them. I'm hopeful.
When you got up there, did you hear any sounds? Did you see anything unusual? Can you explain it?
Oh my, that's something you would really have to ask them. You know, we go to the edge and then we look and we realize, my God, that's a precipice. We could fall over, we could die, and we draw back. We do tend to go to the edge more often than we ought to. We do tend to go to the edge more often than we ought to.
And then I dozed back off to sleep again, and it just felt like, as I was laying there, something walked right through my body.
I'm hopeful.
I saw this light. It's more or less glare. That's how I pass it anyway.